How's it? Today is Monday, November 9th, and I have a snatch day today. So today was the first day that I experienced the no reservations for 24-hour fitness, at least for the lifting. I've been going on Thursdays and Sundays for some cardio stuff, but it's kind of strange because it's kind of reverting back to the way it used to be, and I still feel like I have to rush because, of course, I have things to do, and it's the reason why I go in the morning. It's just that now there's no like real time crunch, so I could actually take my time a little bit for the heavier lifts that I do. So, yeah, with that said, I didn't really take my time for the heavier lifts because I still wanted to get out as soon as I could. And today was work up to 5 sets of 2 at 190. Steve wanted me to go 80, 85, 90, 95 in 4 weeks. And so last week I started at 80, which is 176 pounds. But I did 175 pounds because I can't load 176 on the bar. And so 85 is about 187. And I didn't want to round down, so I rounded up because 90 is going to be about 198. And that will be around to 200, so I didn't want to make the 15-pound jump next week. I decided to do it today. I think it was a good move. As I was warming up, I was trying my best to be snappier, get to full extension as soon as I can, and then still get under the bar. And you can see there that my feet land. I don't normally have a sound when I land, at least on the heavier lifts. With the lighter ones, I definitely do. So me having that sound, for me, it's an indication that I'm trying to move quickly. Like that there, that was a really strong second rep. It's just that at heavier weights I can't quite do that to the extent that I want to. So this is me practicing. 190 pounds, if my best snatch this whole year, I think was 100 kilos. So it's 220. So that's like, what is that? About 15% off or so, a little bit less than 15%. And me doing it for hang doubles is a pretty good sign, I think, for me, because not just that they were doing hang doubles. I think these hang doubles were easy, like relatively speaking. I didn't think I would do this well with 190. So I'm pretty excited to get to 200 next week, which will be, I think, like a pretty big milestone for me. I'm not super sure if that would be a PR. It very well could be. It's just that the 200-pound like checkpoint is huge, right? Because that's like a weight that I would normally do for ones, but me doing doubles for the hang would be a pretty big sign indicating that I'm ready for a bigger lift coming up. So after the doubles, I moved into the Panda Pulls. These are doubles as well. This first set at 220, I think looking back, I think 220 was my top set when I first started doing these. So I've come a long way. I'm not super sure if this is the way that Steve wants me to progress, but this is where I'm at now, and I think I do 250 for 2 sets of 2 at the top. Again, like I'm just trying my best to get to extension without getting my upper body pulled forward. So I'm just trying my best to pull high with my arms and not let my chest get pulled forward. Like I do get pulled forward a little bit. Of course, like these are very, very heavy weights for me. That one was okay until that end where I almost fell over. So yeah, this is the last set. I think this is the best heavy set that I did. To put into perspective, my goal for the snatch is 115, right? And so if I'm doing Panda Pulls at 250 pounds, 115 kilos is still heavier than at 250 pounds. 115 is about 253, and currently I'm struggling with 250, so I definitely have a lot of room to go. but you know, it's all a work in progress, and I'm a lot closer than I was 4 weeks ago. I'm significantly closer now than I was 4 weeks ago. So after that, I moved into the snatch deadlift with 6-second negatives, and I hate these so much. I think that I honestly didn't know if I was gonna be able to do these. Like, even as I was doing the panda pulls, my lower back started to like feel the strain that I was going through. So me pulling this and then doing the eccentrics was pretty difficult for me. But I'm happy that I got to where I got to. I did 260 for 2 sets of 2. I think the first set of 2 I cut the 6 seconds short, but I came back and I made it a lot better on the second attempt. These are just, I think these are just as important for me as the Panda Pulls are. The Panda Pulls are more for the explosiveness, and these are for just positional strength, which is something that I definitely lack from the floor specifically. And you can see here as I pull up, my hips kind of lift before I set. So either I can fix that by having my chest more over the bar as I pick it up, or just push with my legs a lot harder instead of pulling with my legs. I mean, it's all a work in progress. This is 260 pounds, which is about what, 117, 118 or so. And I think that these are going to be, this along with some sort of explosive pull will be huge tools for me as I move into snatching closer to 115. You know, I need to get to 110 first. Well, I need to really get to 106 first, and then 107, 108. You know, it is what it is. After that, I moved into the overhead squat, which I did 3 sets of 2. Last week I did 205 for 3 sets of 2, so this week I wanted to push it up a little bit, so I went to 220. Unfortunately, I didn't get all the videos, all the sets on video, because my battery was starting to die, and I guess I didn't charge the second battery. But I did manage to get the first set, and it's not super easy, but it's also not very hard. If I go all the way down, it's a little bit harder, because I still have some depth that I cut there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. After that, I do my accessories, just pull-ups, and then hanging leg raises. Ordinarily, like, these would be cut short again because the time constraints and the reservation would end at, what is it, at 8, because I get there about 6:30, and then they would end at 8, which is like the 90-minute time frame they have. But I was able to get all of them done, so I'm pretty happy with how today went. But yeah, thank you for watching. Shoots.